was a hell of a time.
Whatever you say, Uncle. Time ain't been good.
Time just is. No favorites. Just the luck of the draw. My business was everybody's business. Not quite the kind of line of work most people cotton to. There. That was the press. Sold that for a song back when the mines petered out.
Thought Silver Tree was a cow town.
Yes, there were some big spreads. Stewart's, Carter, and Cyrus McCall's Big Sky Ranch. For the most part, it was the mines that helped the town grow.
What you got there?
Brewster, can you grab this board? Yes.
Tell me you got $30,000 for your loyal nephew.
That's who I was for the better part of my life. My business was everybody's business. And here in this little nowhere town, I got to witness a world grow up and eventually pass away.
Well, passed on for sure.
But she left a mark. You know, we all ought to leave something behind to mark our passage. Oh my goodness. June 6, 1895. Singletree celebrates her silver jubilee. My goodness. That was 30 years ago. This was the grandest day in Singletree's short existence. In 25 years, the little mining and cow town had gone from a few ragged tents by a stream bed to a place that important people called their town. Mine owner and town mayor Wesley Rickey ran a tight ship and knew how to attract investors from back east. Almost a decade before, he had hired easygoing Matthew McKenna to enforce the law. Early on, McKenna had his hands full with men who thought he was little more than a tin star. But they soon learned that beneath his calm exterior was a quick wit and a fast gun. Nowadays, his Colt would remain holstered for weeks at a time. But the people who got the lion's share of attention in these parts were the cattlemen. They embodied all that was free and independent, the way the West used to be. They were the survivors, tough as nails. Granville Stewart was the second largest rancher in the territory and president of the Stock Growers Association. Stewart's neighbor and friend was Cyrus McCall, owner of Big Sky, the largest spread in Montana. He and his wife Rachel were here today to celebrate their town and to watch their son pitch for the home team. People were surprised that day to see Margaret Carter. She had never been inclined to do much socializing. Maggie was a widow who didn't hold much with celebrations. The only reason she was in town today was to pick up her daughter Kate, who had been studying in St. Louis for the last 18 months.
Mr. Nelson Nubbins. Now that I'm an educated woman, I declare you the ideal male of the species. Forever silent. What more could any woman ever ask for? For me. Nubsite. Thank you. This is beautiful.
Charles Carter would have been proud of his little girl.
And how about Charles Carter's wife?
For the moment, she too is proud, Catherine.
I had hoped to see Big Brother here with that little yellow mare of his.
I best be on my way.
To everyone's surprise, the home team, while still behind the Aces, was putting up a real fight. This was not going to be the route the Aces were used to. Hot-headed team captain couldn't stand being taunted by the crowd, much less a mule. Town couldn't believe their eyes. Cyrus McCall left the pitcher's line and took matters into his own hands.
Brave indeed. Whiskey has not carried weight since your father last sat him. He's apt to be full of himself.
Charles Carter never owned a mean horse in his life.
Did not say he was mean. He has just come to value his leisure.
Well, he's got a woman in his life now. He's not about to let him go to seed.
Think pretty high of yourself, do you?
A male simply needs a job, something to accomplish. We women provide motivation, direction.
Horse is one thing. I do not see you providing much direction with anything with two legs. Whatever happened to William St. Clair? You have not said one word about him.
I don't know.
He's cultured. Good family. He dotes on you. He's easy to look at.
Just that.
But
William doesn't need motivation. Oh, he professes boundless devotion, wants me to share his good fortune and sit at his crystal throne.
better, I think, than tears and calloused hands and a bent back with little to show for it.
But you and Father built this place, So it's got splinters and ruts and weeds, but it's alive. You can feel it. You can breathe it.
It killed your father.
Maybe. But he wouldn't have walked away from it for anything, and you wouldn't have let him.
Understand, Catherine, there's nothing wrong with living a safe, comfortable life as long as you're with someone who doesn't degrade or abuse you. There's no romance in digging and clawing for everything you get. I know.
But what if that comfortable, safe life becomes too predictable?
You can establish influence in a predictable world. Besides, dealing with your brother drains me, and knowing that you were safe and warm would give me a measure of peace.
That is Ned, Mother. Losing father has left him alone. You always wanted so much from him. How do you think he feels when he can't live up to what you want? At least not now. If you just give him a chance
When
to...
you're a mother watching your son drift from pillar to post, then I will consider your advice.
Fair enough. Fair enough. What a day. I think I'm gonna stretch Mr. Whiskey's legs. It's about time he found his wind again.
Wind? That crowbait can never run more than 100 yards without folding his tent.
That's so. Want to find out?
A challenge?
Reluctant, Mother?
Tell you what, I'll give you a 50-yard head start, and I'll be waiting for you on Pine Ridge.
What's at stake?
Your pride. Ray, saddle Sundown.
Yes, ma'am.
Sundown? What about your horse?
Sundown is my horse.
Proved your point?
Did not have a point. It's just a horse race. But if you carry away a new perspective and understanding, all the better. Perhaps determining when you do not stand a chance is a valuable lesson.
Give me 1 month with Mr. Whiskey and I'll bet a whole lot more than my pride that you'll never catch me.
1 month it is.
We have company.
Yes, ma'am.
Company? Newspaper men ain't company. They're a nuisance and they lie.
Pay no attention. You're always welcome here, you know that.
Thank you, Rachel. It's nice that at least someone at this table has some couth.
You better watch what you say at my table.
Will you sit, Ma? Or I start chewing on this here tablecloth.
You eat too fast.
Now, how can I eat too fast? Don't make sense. You eat too fast, you choke. Have you ever seen me choke?
You're an unkind man, Cyrus McCall. I have never lied.
And the water ain't wet, I suppose.
Will you behave?
Speaking of water, me and the boys rode the Willow Run fence today. I know we had to build it, but it sure is ugly. Kind of makes you want to turn the other way.
I'm sure Maggie Carter would be happy to see it go down.
Well, our cows do have to walk a piece now for water.
Told you before, Simon. I don't like fences any more than the next man. Fact is, I'm losing cattle. 25, 30 head a month. Everybody knows they're crossing Carter land.
We track them all the way to the river, and they just vanish.
I know. I've written about big sky losses, what, a dozen times. But fences just rubs people the wrong way.
You mean the wire rubbed Maggie Carter wrong?
Well, mostly, but it could be something.
That's nothing. I ain't saying Maggie has a hand in this. Fact is, I'm losing cattle. Simon, we've tolerated each other for 5 years. Mind your own business.
Other people's business is my business, Cyrus.
McCall business ain't nobody's business.
Run them through.
Would like to stay a little longer.
I'm sure you would. But the morning comes early and I've got a business to run. So you be on your way. Besides, I do not need Maggie Carter gunning for me.
She ain't got nothing to say about who I spend my time with.
Oh, something tells me she does.
She poked and prodded my father along, but I'll be damned she gonna run my life.
Shh.
You don't believe me either. You don't like everybody else. Maybe you need me to show you how much of a man I can be.
Ned? Go home. Sooner or later, you're gonna learn how to stand on your own 2 feet. For your sake, I hope it's sooner.
I'm sorry. I would like to stay,
I know.
please.
I know. Now you go on. Ned, come in. We have 300 head of cattle to move to the North Ridge this morning. And you know that we are short-handed, yet you insist on running half the night?
First one in the saddle come daylight.
Perhaps, but you'll be angry and mean and spitting hatred at everything that crosses your path. And why? Because you spent half the night with a harlot who saps all that is good. She breaks your will, she bridles your ambition, and you run with blinders.
I see better than you think. And where I've been ain't nobody's business, because where I've been is where I want to be. It's where I find quiet. It's where I feel like I'm alive, like I am somebody.
Oh, you're somebody, all right. Somebody who leaves his $10 on a dusty dresser and then slinks down the back stairs and into an alley.
It's not like that. There's no money, no back alley.
It is always like that. You are so full of self-delusion and the intoxication of cheap perfume, everything that is real smolders like last night's embers.
All that is real? And what do you have that is real? Father dies and you imprison yourself in this house, in this cave. I don't want that life. I will not have it. You're not gonna lock me up behind your doors with some box. This is your life. What are these?
Letters from your grandmother.
Some of them are as old as I am.
She died a long time ago.
And, what's this?
It's just an old gun.
Just an old gun. Whose was it? My grandfather's?
It was not.
Whose was it? Who are these people? Who's she?
She's your grandmother.
And him?
My father. He died at Gettysburg.
And him?
He was my mother's husband after my father died.
These people are all strangers now. Like names on a gravestone. And you're telling me that this is your life? Here on the floor of your cave. What's real for you died 30 years ago.
You are so blind. What's real for me is here. What Charles Carter built from nothing. It's yours to make even bigger. Carter Ranch makes you somebody. Don't be corrupted by what is base and vulgar. Molly Richfield was a pathetic nobody, and that little wretch brought you to your knees. Georgia Lamb will drain what is left. Be a man, like Charles Carter. Do not end up a nobody.
I am nobody. But at least I know how it feels to be wanted. What's this?
It's just an old gun.
Just an old gun. Whose was it? My grandfather's.
It was not.
Whose was it?
He was my mother's husband after my father died.
What are these?
Letters from your grandmother.
Some of them are as old as I am. What's real for you died 30 years ago. Died 30 years ago. At least I know how it feels to be wanted.
Little Kate Carter. All growed up. I've been chasing that horse for the better part of 2 years. Almost caught him this time, too.
Some things are just meant to be free.
Oh, well, he's mine, all right. He just doesn't know it yet. Say, didn't I see you at the Jubilee last week?
I don't know what you saw, Cyrus McCall. At the time, two rather large men seemed intent on improving your appearance. Black and blue does look good on you. Temporary, I'm sure.
You know, Kate Carter, the first time I ever laid eyes on you, you was naked as a jaybird. Your mom had you standing in a wash pan, scrubbing dried mud off of you. Scared my horse so bad he couldn't eat for a week. Didn't do me none too good, neither.
I assure you, neither you nor your horse need fear further distress. My mother's lack of deportment 20 years ago merely reflects a less gentle world, with little time for modesty. Times have changed. I'm sure you and your horse have some other poor animal to torment. So if you don't mind, you're blocking my path. And the day is far too engaging to waste even a moment. Thank you.
Now, Kate, hold up. Now, look. I know you're full of education and dinner parties, fellas with slick hair and fancy frocks. Forget all about that for 1 second. Got something I want to show you. Something brand new.
What could you possibly have to show me?
Just get off your high horse and follow me. If it ain't the most beautiful thing you've ever seen, no, I'll eat dried mud. Promise. Well, you coming?
Katie. Whoa. Hold up there, man. I just heard the shot. Wire's me. That's your animal, man?
It is. You work for Cyrus McCall?
No, ma'am. Riding through. Trying to find a way around this wire.
Good thing for you.
Name's Bateman. Caleb Bateman. A little new to this territory. But you wouldn't be Carter, would you? Ned Carter's mom?
I am. Margaret Carter. You know Ned?
Yes, ma'am. I ran into Ned some ways back. I know all about the vinegar between the Carters and McCalls. And now I know why. I don't know how you put up with it. Ain't no need for fences out here. It's free grazing land. Open range.
Not according to Cyrus McCall.
Yes, ma'am. I understand McCall packs a lot of sand around here. This here ain't right. A man shouldn't have to... Or a woman, mind you.
Men talk a good game, but talk is all they do.
Yes, ma'am. You got something there? Talk is cheap. It's thin as paper. But if you turn your head away just a little, I'll set a match to it. Ha.
What do you think, Kate Carter? Nothing like it in St. Louis.
Not dispute that, Cy McCall.
Charlie Brokenhand told me about him. He migrated south from the border. Paul says it's the way it used to be, back before their hides became so popular back east.
I'm surprised McCalls are not stringing up barbed wire as we speak.
You know, McCalls hate wire just as much as anybody. Losing cows ain't much choice. Nothing against your mom, mind you, but those rustlers drove McCall stock across Carter lands.
And I suppose...
Don't suppose nothing, Kate. Charles Carter, your father was top of the heap. Paul says there's no better man in the whole territory. But when he passed on... look, everybody knows your mother's got sand. Lord knows she's got her hands full. Ned... Well, he'll get over the whole confusing mess. I'll see to it.
You see to it, Cy McCall. Thank you. This indeed has been something brand new.
Wait up!
Bar's closed. Huh? The bar's closed.
Closed? It ain't Sunday. I ain't finished my bottle.
Come on, we gotta go. It's a meeting. Now, give me this.
All right, all I gotta say is closing the bar when it ain't Sunday is unconstipation.
Hey, get back here with that.
I see we're ready to start. I'd like to thank Georgia for allowing us to meet here in her hallowed establishment.
Anytime, Mr. Stewart.
Hope Russell's on the mend, Lydia.
Well, getting cow kicked where the sun don't shine sure makes an impression. But he's tough. Didn't think you'd mind me sitting in today.
Of course. As you can see, I've invited Judge Blackmere and Simon to sit with us today.
I enjoy being in the company of cordial folk.
Pleasure, sir.
I can promise you, sir, the Enterprise will not distort the truth.
That'd be a first time. I've asked Sheriff McKenna to update us. As all you know, we got savvy rustlers working, mostly at night. They take a few head and just seem to disappear. Walter and I have combed the area, all the way up to Pine Ridge Reservation. Nothing. Indian agent hasn't seen a thing. Big Sky got hit the hardest. But since Cyrus has put up wire, he hasn't had a problem.
It don't help me, Sheriff.
Me either. I can't afford to lose even a few head.
I know, Bert. We're doing all we can.
Mr. Stewart, I have a ranch to run. If you will let me speak my piece, I will leave.
Well, Maggie, we have a...
Let her speak, Granville.
You all know why I'm here. It's Cyrus McCall's insidious wire.
I don't like fences any more than you do, Maggie Carter, but I'm not losing more cows.
I know almost all of you think that I have no business being here, and that by taking on my dead husband's responsibilities, I've assumed more than a woman can handle. But I will not cut loose one more bleeding, half-dead cow and not do something about it. Those that do not get caught up are forced to travel 2 miles over jagged rock for water. Creek Run is open range and you know it. Cyrus McCall, you know I have nothing to do with your missing cows. Carter Ranch may not be Big Sky, but we've been neighbors long enough for you to know that I would rather eat dirt than take anything that is not mine. My husband, rest his soul, once said to me that the Single Tree Stock Growers Association would set the moral direction for this town. Well, prove it to this mere woman by doing what is right. And gentlemen, know that I have no desire to change the complexion of this organization. But mark my word, that wire comes down or there will be hell to pay. Come in, Catherine.
How did you know?
Well, for one thing, only you and Martha would dare knock on my door, and your touch is more delicate than hers.
I'll strike harder next time.
I thought you would be out limbering up your father's horse.
I've come to tell you I have decided not to marry William. Now, before you say anything...
Before you have me swear otherwise, I just hope you do not live to regret your decision. I doubt you could bear the weight of self-reproach with dignity.
I think I could summon sufficient grace, Mother. Oh, I happened upon Cy McCall yesterday. He was trying to run down a paint Mustang without much success. I surmise seeing me gave him as good excuse as any to quit. He showed me a place down by Wright's Mill that was truly beautiful.
Cy McCall is nothing but trouble. Ask your brother.
Molly Richfield?
Yes, Molly Richfield. She set her cap for young McCall. She used your brother to get to him. She tended to Ned as if he meant something to her, and then cut the rope without a blink. Marked him for life.
Cy McCall didn't scar Ned's face with that bottle.
McCall was with Molly.
There was nothing going on. Even Ned said Molly and Cy were just talking outside the barn dance. Ned was drunk. He fell and gashed his own face.
He was Ned's friend. He should have looked out for him.
No doubt Cy's arrogant and just plain full of himself, but I never met a man who was worth a second look who wasn't. I don't think he would ever set out to hurt Ned. Even you said Cy tried to make it up to him.
All I'm saying is, stay away from Cy McCall. Nothing is going to change what is born bad.
But Father and the McCalls were fast friends. I don't understand.
Your father was a gentleman, too soft at times. And there were no fences.
No one was stealing cattle then.
Just steer clear, for your own good. I have nothing more to offer on the matter, and neither do you.
Ned Carter, you've got 30 seconds to get in here before I clean your plate and you can eat in the barn.
That would annoy the horses to no end.
Mind your mouth, Cat.
About time you got here. How am I going to fatten you up if you allow Mr. Nubbs to get ahead of you?
Big brother off to church?
You know, I would very much appreciate it if you would remember to mind your own affairs. See, some of the ladies around here need to remember.
Ladies around here do not need to remember anything. Mr. Cocker the Roost. God rest his soul, you'd never heard Charles Carter talk like that.
Oh, goodness, I wonder who that is. Hope they're not hungry.
Margaret, it's been a long time. I'm Joshua, Charles's brother.
I am not Mrs. Carter, but she's here in the dining room. Would you like to join them?
Thank you. Forgive the intrusion, Margaret. It's been a long time. Joshua Carter.
Joshua William Carter. Charles Carter's younger, adventurous brother.
I apologize. I did not hear of Charles's death until 6 weeks ago. I was in South America for over a year, and I received your post when I returned to Galveston.
Kate, Ned, you remember your Uncle Joshua? This is Nelson Nubbins. And of course, you've already met Martha. Won't you join us?
Thank you.
Mr. Carter, would you like to sit here, please?
Call me Joshua. I wouldn't think of taking your seat.
Oh, Mr. Carter, I mean, Joshua, please take my place. I just remembered, I need to leave soon. Please?
Thank you. That is delicious stew. I can't tell you how pleasant it is after all these years to finally taste home cooking. It's, yeah, I think Charles must have been very proud of his life here. He was blessed, indeed. And I'm well aware of the hardships he faced year after year. But to have a son to follow in his footsteps and a lovely daughter to make him proud, a woman to comfort him.
Charles Carter deserved better than he got. To have been taken in one's prime after surviving war and the harshness of this land is out of tune with what is just. All we can do now to honor him is to continue to build what he started. Enough of the past. Joshua, what brings you here? You're a long way from Galveston.
Ah, well, my brother knew me well. He would be the first to tell you that I am ill at ease without the sea at my back. But she's a harsh mistress. And I believe it is time to have 2 feet firmly on the ground. To land. Solid, dependable, and forgiving.
Moonlight ride?
Why, you object?
Not I, Ned Carter. That little yellow horse of yours is quite a looker. But does she earn her keep?
And then some, Miss Catherine. What business is it of yours anyway, Carter?
Just curious, big brother. Remember the time Father brought you back that little filly? Mother wouldn't speak to him for a week when she learned he swapped her for 2 broke cow ponies.
I remember. She never did understand how just having some things can make you feel.
You miss him, Ned? Father?
Well, I learned a long time ago life's mostly about losing things. Gotta learn to live with it. Expect it, even.
I think I miss him most at the supper table. Remember how he would make his Adam's apple jump when Mother wasn't looking? And make us laugh? Even Mr. Nubbs cracked a smile. And then he'd say, "Margaret, I think you better teach these ragamuffins some manners."
Like when she ever give us the devil's eye.
Which would make us laugh even more. We couldn't stop. Remember the one time she sent us from the table?
I still don't know why we never told on him.
I do. Ned, you ever see Molly Richfield? Talk to her or anything, I mean?
Molly's gone. She's run off with some drummer. For reasons I no longer care to think on.
And Cy?
He's dead to me.
But you were like brothers.
I said he's dead to me. Catherine, stay away from him.
Margaret, you have a beautiful daughter. And Ned has become a man.
She is. And Ned, well, he's still searching for something to hold on to. Charles' death set him adrift.
Who is that smiling Pinkerton who refused my hand at dinner?
Nubbs? Don't mind him. He was here when I met Charles. He is silent by choice, Charles would say. He served under Charles in Missouri and Kansas during the war, and they were involved in some pretty horrible things. He attached himself to the one person he trusted, and I trust him with my life.
Well, he loved you very much, you know.
What?
Charles. There's nothing for you he would not do.
Charles was a good man. I tried to... This was his favorite room.
I can see that. Nice rifles.
Charles did not carry a sidearm, you know. Had his fill in Missouri of watching men die. He somehow saw art in their form. He was drawn to the heft of the long guns. Felt secure with them. A complicated man, your brother.
He was that. He was that. Margaret, you remember 7 or 8 years ago when Charles came to Galveston to visit me?
I do. We had endured 2 savage years and lost 70% of our herd. He should not have gone. Yet he insisted on seeing his brother. He never could get used to your disappearances.
Well, he came because of you. Yes, he could not bear to see defeat in your eyes. And I was doing well at the time, quite well indeed. And we struck a deal. He needed money to keep his ranch, and he insisted that I keep that until the note was paid off.
This is not possible.
Margaret, you are still the owner of Carter Ranch, but it's just that now you have a partner. I can take a load off. Ned can learn much from me.
This is not possible. Charles would have never.
Margaret, think of what we can build together.
Take your hands off of me and leave.
Just as you say. This is more than paper. It is recorded in Galveston and makes me half owner of Carter Ranch. You'll come around. And if not, no matter. I will take what is mine and have what goes with it.
Turn tail and run now. We lost the better part of a year.
You benefit, Bateman. The moment those cattle arrived on reservation, you couldn't trace hide nor hair of them back to you. My Sioux got fed, and you walked away with top dollar.
You know, 10, 15 head at a time ain't hardly worth my trouble. My men deserve a payday. I mean, they sure ain't gonna endure another winter at an abandoned relay station.
And I'm telling you, we quit while we can.
Ned. Recently, the sheriff has been snooping around, talking to my mother and the rest of the men. He's onto something.
Onto what? You ain't never been with him. You just tell us when the time's right. Now, McKenna ain't no closer to figuring out how we operate than he was 6 months ago.
I'm telling you, he is on to something. And what's worse, old Si's got men in the saddle all day and half the goddamn night.
I'm out, Bateman.
I will tell you both when you are out. Now you listen. And you listen good. I'm gonna drive 100 head of Cyrus McCall's cattle up to Pine Ridge Reservation in 2 days. I'm gonna go through McCall's fence and I'm gonna go across your land, Ned Carter. And there better be $3,000 waiting for me when I get there. You ain't never gonna see me again.
think I can...
Too late, Wally. You had your chance and you lost it. Now put your pants on and get back.
I'm here for my son.
Ned's not here. In fact, he hasn't been here in 2 days.
What's wrong with Ned sowing a few wild oats?
Not in this cesspool, he won't.
Well, at least when he's with me, he feels like he's a man.
Maggie never would have let this end here, were it not for what followed.
This here no good cattle thief, Caleb
Bateman.
Caleb Bateman, that's right. How'd you know that?
Says so right there, Uncle.
Oh. Come to find out, this old polecat has himself a hideout up at the old Osage relay station, about 20 miles north of Singletree. Place has been abandoned for years and years. Anyway, Bateman and his rowdies, they kidnapped a couple of women to do their bidding. Well, when the whiskey would run out, they'd go out and they'd rustle 10, 20 cattle. Nobody ever knew where they went. Well, Big Sky, Cyrus McCall spread, they finally put up a fence bordering Maggie Carter's ranch.
That's a very popular decision, I reckon.
Oh, very popular. Maggie Carter was fit to be tied. Oh, my goodness. You know, but for about a month, Big Sky lost near her head. You know, back then, men were not inclined to think a whole lot about things. Cyrus McCall, he had what we call a hair trigger. Yeah, I remember sitting in his parlor one day trying to convince Cyrus to run for the mayor of Singletree. All of a sudden, 3 of his men come busting through the door.
Simon Doubleday, there ain't enough money in it.
Excuse us, boss, we got trouble.
It's Creek Run, Mr. McCall.
Fence has been cut. 80, maybe 90 head this time.
Cy sent us to tell you.
He's up on the river tracking. That many cows, gotta leave some sign.
He said to come back and get fresh horses, sit tight until he gets back.
Found him, Paul. Not 20 miles from here, near the old relay station.
I was just up on the wagon trail yesterday. Nary a sign.
Now, they didn't use the trail. They took him north through Creek Run, circled back, and brought him around through the East Draw, near the reservation. Would have never found him if it wasn't for a stray they missed. We got him this time.
You get the men, you stay with your ma just in case.
Ain't likely, Paul.
Cyrus, let me a gun and a saddle horse. I can't miss this story.
I ain't got time to nurse spade no greenhorn.
Don't worry about me, really.
Send for Sheriff McKenna, please. For me, Cyrus. Wait.
I can't.
You know I can. Let's ride.
I'll never forget the look on Rachel McCall's face as we rode away from Big Sky that day. She sensed we were heading for trouble. Young Sam McCall knew that not far below Osage Station, 100 head of McCall cattle grazed on reservation land. I suspect we all thought Bateman and his henchmen would get wind and hightail it. We were wrong.
Jack! Can you sign a Miller yet?
I ain't seen him.
I want those beeves going tonight. Now you tell Watts to get down to the herd and you...
There's 6 riders about 5 miles out.
You get the women inside. Come here. I want you to go over there.
Get them women inside!
You get right behind that door, all right? And you shoot the first thing that isn't me. The hell are those women? You get them in here. You better move your ass. Now, this here's a white woman. Now, none of y'all want to see her dead. You get that big black you rode in on and bring him up here, now! Everybody just stay calm. Don't nobody get nervous. Especially you, old man. Come on now. You better hurry up with that horse.
Cyrus McCall sent Caleb Bateman to the other side, but the tough old buzzard came close to making the journey himself.
Where's Si, Rachel?
He and the men went into town for some supplies, even skid the bullhead. None of this is real for Si yet.
It's hard to believe there can be so much hate in a man.
Doc?
The arrow was tainted. Saw a lot of it in the Indian Wars. Bucks would stick their arrowheads into decaying carcasses and excrement so that even a flesh wound became infected. Saddest thing is that the man who shot Cyrus was a white man. Fact is, I could have brought that boy into this world. He was taken captive maybe 15, 20 years ago. Learned to hate his own kind. Cyrus remembers. He then was returned to what was left of his people after the Sioux surrendered. Murdered his uncle and run off. Ended up with the likes of Bateman.
He got what was coming to him.
Maybe we all do. Oh, we need to keep him on his side, trying to drain the wound.
Rachel, why don't you come stay with Will and me? Doc will be in and out. I'll have some people come by and watch for Cyrus. Just till his fever breaks.
I'm beholden to you, Granville, but no one touches this old man but me and the doc. I won't have it any other way. Besides, he doesn't have the nerve to die on me.
That's all. Just hired on it.
Sheriff McKenna was none too happy about McCall's sidestepping the law, especially when the undertaker had 5 new customers. Seems that old Skid took most of the abuse. None of the rest of us suffered so much as a scratch. One of Bateman's gang, a man who called himself Siebert, managed to escape unscathed as well. But McKenna knew that he was the key to getting to the bottom of the rustling. Day and a half in McKenna's lockup, and Siebert told all he knew. McKenna pieced together the rest. Indian agent Lydecker was making a pretty penny out of buying up rustled cows with government money. Once on the reservation, neither hide nor hair could be traced. Smart as he was, Bateman ended up a sideshow. Bullet steady. He's so pushed.
Foulest concoction and brewed by man.
It'll help you, Ras.
And Elma couldn't get away with it. She was addicted.
Beat me with a stick before I take her on. Get whiskey. Give me whiskey.
Cyrus McCall, you're the luckiest man I've ever carved on. If you were human, we'd all be just about over your sudden demise by now.
You'll just have to postpone your burial celebration.
You better heed my words. You may be clear-headed and feeling a little cocky, but don't presume to try and leave this bed or the care of this lovely woman any time too soon. We still don't know how much damage has been done.
My Aunt Elma never got out of bed. In fact, Uncle Seth buried her, the bed, and 2 unopened bottles of laudanum.
Doc, I know your game. You're torturing me till I kick the bucket so you can run off with Rachel. I ain't blind, you know.
Cyrus.
And mark my words, if you try leaving this bed, Rachel may have the opportunity to reconsider.
One thing about my Aunt Elma, she never had anything. Well, I'll stop by tomorrow.
Saddle's empty, boys, but not for long.
Nothing. Keep that man down.
Hell, boys. He's too ornery.
Ain't the only one. You got more holes in you now than Grandma Small's bloomers.
That scum-sucker, he liked to ruin my wardrobe.
Nothing could ruin your wardrobe.
Well, at least he didn't ventilate my sombrero.
Big Sky sells a score. And I'll return home nary a scratch. Well, almost. 5 bad men. Piled up like cordwood in the back of a buckboard, though. No need for a judge or jury here in Singletree, ain't that right? That's too complicated. Too much paperwork. Too many words. I guess you just gotta drill them and plant them. I did hear Big Si almost bought it, though. I mean, that's what I hear. I hear most powerful man in Singletree. Just this much. Meeting up with old Nick. Why? What will we do if good old Cyrus McCall moves on? What will we do?
Boys.
Montana.
Thought I'd find you here, Ned. Place ain't changed a lick since we was kids. Growed up a bit. Spent many an hour on that rock concocting mischief, didn't we? Look, it's time you and me air this out once and for all.
There's nothing left to air out. Didn't you read about it? Big Sky already settled the score.
Caleb Bateman and his men got exactly what they were asking for. Why do you care anyway? Unless, of course, you're...
You know, I was thinking, wondering, if you was ever here with Molly, right here, on this rock.
It's not true, Ned. I never took Molly nowhere.
Is that right? Not even with my sister?
Not even for nothing!
For everything! For her. She used me to get to you. You didn't even want her. But you wouldn't let me have her. You both left me marked for the rest of my life.
Just stop it, Ned. Don't be a fool!
I've always been your fool. Listen, things change. And this fool will burn his prince down. There is always a score to settle.
Ned! Oh, Ned! No!
Still.
Oh, Ned.
We are here to mourn the passing of young Ned Carter, who is gone from this life of emotion and strife to the next life of peace and tranquility. We brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. Blessed is the name of the Lord. For everything there is a season, and a time for every matter under heaven, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to harvest, a time to be silent and a time to speak, a time to hate and a time to love, a time to make war and a time to make peace. Dust thou art, and unto dust thou shalt return. Amen.
You should not have come.
I had no choice.
No choice.
I'm not sure how we got here, Kate.
I'm aware of the inquest. Sheriff McKenna made the findings clear. I just don't know what to believe.
Well, believe that I went to Ned to clear the air. It just don't make sense. There's something more than Molly Richfield. Something deeper. I just don't know what.
Well, know this. My mother has yet to shed a tear. Some wounds, time simply cannot heal. You best be gone.
The death of Ned Carter was big news in Singletree. With the cattle rustling stopped and rumors of young Cy being sweet on Maggie's daughter, Kate, most people felt the McCalls and the Carters would settle their differences. But then, after Ned's death from young Cy McCall's bullet, people thought everything would change. The inquest, however, found Cy innocent, and surprising everyone, Maggie Carter did not press charges, much to the relief of Cyrus and Rachel. Winter in these parts doesn't allow much time for personal matters. Survival owns the day. Cattlemen more than once had lost most of their stock to drifting snow and bitter winds. This year, however, the weather seemed less vengeful than in past years. Losses were deemed acceptable by just about everyone. Some even labeled the winter easy, but the easy winter was about to give way to a troubled spring.
Not a soul in sight, Margaret. When I should stay a while? I'm used to an empty house, but I know that you, not so much.
No. Leave before it turns pitch. I have these numbers to keep me busy.
Have it your way. Margaret, there's a man riding up. I don't know him. I think I should stay a while with you.
I know who it is. Best be on your way. I have business with this man.
Margaret. My name is...
Abraham Tanner. I know who you are. I sent for you.
Mm-hmm. How'd you find me?
I've known where you were every day for 25 years.
By way of your mother.
Do not foul her memory.
I never heard her, Margaret. Even when I was stumbling drunk,
No matter. She is dead and buried, and nothing more needs saying. I sent for you because you are indebted to me.
It was the whiskey, Margaret. I couldn't help myself. Your mother, she left my bed. She hated the whiskey.
You owe me, Abraham Tanner, or you would not have come.
Well, Margaret, I have nothing.
I know every jail and cesspool town you lived in since Tennessee. I know you have a gun, and I know you are not afraid to use it.
What do you want?
I want a man to die.
Margaret, darling, I am not a hired killer.
Morgan Fitzhugh, Sam Flowers, John Westcott.
Well, all the gentlemen that you just named, they all drew on me, Margaret. Look, I'm an old man, and I have to live with what I've done in my life, and some of it's not so good. In fact, some of it's bad, but... Well, I now got a place where no one knows me, and it helps. I ain't what I used to be, Margaret. I don't go killing people for no reason.
You want a reason? I will give you a reason. A man killed my son in cold blood and brought him back here slung over a saddle.
I'm sorry to hear it, Margaret, but what's it got to do with me? I mean, what's your son to me?
More than you know. Ned was raised a Carter. He never knew his real father. As much as it sickens me to say it, you are his father. No one alive knows this truth but me. And now you have your reason.
That's quite a reason. That's quite a reason.
Your son.
May I keep this?
Everything you need to know is here. Names, schedules, maps, locations. The plan is not complicated. Study it all and then destroy it. Your sons. When it is over, leave. And if I ever lay eyes on you again, I will kill you.
I want this to square us.
It will not. But you do need to square this with your son.
We'll be back before noon. Collector Thomas, you let this man anywhere near a horse, and you'll have me to answer to.
Yes, ma'am.
Howdy, man. Wow, mighty disagreeable way to start the day, huh?
I'll say. Yeah, she slept a while back. Must have pulled a tendon.
Sorry to hear it. Mind if I have a look?
Be my guest.
Now, step down and help your man out. He'll bleed out. Come on, get to it.
What do you want?
Ain't nothing you can give me.
You son of a bitch.
That's exactly what I am. But this son of a bitch holds all the cards. So you best listen. First off that man's leg. He don't look like he's got blood to spare. Now! That's good. That's real good. I'm thinking he might keep that leg. Now look at me. I said look me in the eye. I'm taking Boss Lady with me. Near as I can figure, dragging this man back to Big Sky will take 2-3 hours, wouldn't you say? When you get there, here's what you say. You tell young Cyrus McCall I got his mama. You want to see her alive ever again? Come alone to the base of Eagle's Nest while the sun is still high. Anything not right? She dies, pal. She'll be trussed up like a pig gonna be stuck. Wrong move? I drop the woman. Now, say Eagle's Nest. Say it!
Eagle's Nest.
Good boy. Now, bring me your horse. Son of a bitch.
Young Cy happened upon Skid and the wounded Slim just before they reached Big Sky. What they told him sent a confused son off to find his father.
Maggie Carter.
Maggie Carter? Paul, it's been... Well, she didn't even press charges.
Eye for an eye. You go there, you're a sitting duck. One way in. Get me a horse.
No, Paul, you ain't fit yet. I'm going. First, there's something I gotta know.
I told you to get me a horse.
Where's your mother? Where's your mother, Kate?
I haven't seen her all morning. Now, will you tell me what you're doing here?
Some animal has my mother, and he wants me at Eagle's Nest, or he's gonna kill her.
And why would you think my mother knows anything?
Some wounds simply won't heal. They're your words, Kate.
Don't be ridiculous.
You find her, and you make her turn this around.
Mother, Cyrus McCall just left here. He says Rachel has been abducted. If he doesn't go to Eagle's Nest immediately, she'll die. He seems to think you knew something about this. I told him, of course you know nothing. Why would he even think? Ugh, it's so fanciful, so distorted. Who would stoop so low? And why? And yet he comes here. Mother, tell me you know nothing of this. I need to know. Before I try to... I need to know.
Catherine, what is done cannot be undone.
Well, I could try.
Charlie! Eagle's Nest. Can I get to the top ridge without scaling the path?
Why?
I just got to. Can I get there?
Way to high places?
I don't have a choice.
Leave the horse here. I'll get some rope.
Get up there. Come on. Get up there with yourself. There you go. Get up there, woman.
What do you want?
Nothing you can buy. Just in case anything happens to me, your silver spoon won't buy you another minute. Your kind makes people bleed. Expects them to love you for it.
I didn't say it would be easy.
War paint's a bit much, ain't it?
Scares the hell out of white eyes.
Stop right there, old man. Or your woman here will be at your feet before you can make another step.
Cut her loose.
Stay put, old man. My business ain't with you. How many people you invite, McCall? What if I just send you what you come for?
That was downright heroic. Wouldn't you know it, our guest of honor will be late. Now, you just step away from your mama. Right there will be fine. And who might you be?
What kind of lunatic are you?
Lunatic? I reckon it kind of lives to howl another day, Missy. All right, now drop your gun belt. Good. Good man.
You bastard.
An accident of birth, I reckon. Now, if you can load and fire before my round comes up, you'll make the day.
Nobody ever got to the bottom of it. McKenna eventually found out that Abraham Tanner was just a no-good from the Dakotas. Not much else. Of course, Kate and young Cy, well, they eventually tied the knot. Cyrus McCall lived another 10 years, thanks to Rachel's vigilance. The one mystery that nobody ever could solve was what happened to Maggie Carter. See, right at the same time, Maggie Carter disappeared. And nobody on the Carter Ranch will say anything. What's Carter's business is nobody's business. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I tried. Believe me, I tried. Now, there's a story.
Get a move on, Uncle.
Let's put what you come for in the bed of the truck.
I'm not really sure what I come for. It was a hell of a time.
Oh, bloodshot moon. Oh, bloodshot moon. Your light still shines, just hitting a while. Even the moon's gotta rest sometimes. But it's gonna be over soon. I say it's gonna be over soon. Oh, gray-haired man. Oh, gray-haired man. Oh, gray-haired man, you gotta take a stand and give the young people all the wisdom you can. 'Cause it's gonna be over soon. You know it's gonna be over soon. Say, oh, preacher man. Say, oh, preacher man. Prosperity comes, prosperity goes. You better preach the gospel, man, don't you know? And that the Lord is a-coming soon. You know the Lord is a-coming soon. Oh. You done all you can to make him a man, and now you gotta leave him in the good Lord's hand. 'Cause your baby will be gone soon. You know your baby will be gone soon. Oh, bloodshot moon. Sing, oh, bloodshot moon. Your light still shines, you just ain't a while. Even the moon's gotta rest sometimes. But it's gonna be over soon. You know it's gonna be over soon.